Wow, has it been a minute. It has been a hot second since I uploaded last. Hello. Hey there, bud. I missed you. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, a lot's changed since last time I uploaded. We got a new place, new studio. And what are we doing today? We're recycling content because that's just what we do here. We're doing another amp shootout. Reason being is that it's been, I think, 2 years since I did the last amp shootout. And I've basically learned a lot since then and kind of upgraded the setup. So yeah, we're just gonna be shooting out some amps again. Anyway, Diamond Phantom, Peavey 6505 Plus, Jet City 100 HTM, all three back-to-back head-on. The 6505 Plus has had a couple different mods since last I uploaded. Nothing too crazy. Most of it's on the clean and crunch channel. You'll hear the crunch channel in the comparison as well. The lead channel isn't too different from stock. It's just slight tweaks to make it sound a little closer to the Soldano SLO that the amp is based off of in the first place. I also have a switch on there that's pretty cool because it changes from the original 6505/5150 preamp channel to the 6505 Plus/5152 channel. So you guys will be able to hear both of those back to back, as well as the modded green channel. So signal chain, what are we running today? Today we are going to be running this gorgeous Diamond Monarch EX loaded with USA Custom Shop Seymour Duncans. This is the DD1 and DD5. They're made exclusively for Diamond. I've heard that they're most similar to, say, like a JB Custom 5 hybrid kind of thing. Not quite sure. Sounds phenomenal, so don't worry about that. And the guitar will be running straight into the amps. We're not going to run any boosts or anything. Nothing in front of the amps, nothing in the loops, just guitar straight into the amp. Those are going to be running into my brand new st.rock React IR, and the IR being run is a custom impulse response I made of my US Custom Diamond 2x12 you guys will see. That's loaded up with Celestion Vintage 30s and mic'd up with a Shure SM57. Okay, so quick rundown of what we're gonna do. We're gonna have all three amps run through a full mix. We're gonna do 3 different channels on the Peavey because it's just got 3 different unique sounds in there. Real simple song, sounds like I just heard late 2000s metalcore for the first time. But you know what? It kind of sounds good for comparing amps, so just deal with it, you know? You gotta have the chugs in there. So we're gonna have the full mix, and then I'll have a section with all of the isolated guitar tracks so you guys can hear what the amps sound like individually. Okay, so my thoughts. For those of you that care about my thoughts, honestly, I kind of accidentally bought like 3 amps that kind of sound similar. You know, there wasn't a huge difference between them. But you know what? I think I just like what I like. You know, it is what it is. So. Diamond Phantom, still the gold standard for me. Absolutely love that amp. Sounds incredible. Real thick in the low end, but still super tight. Aggressive in the top end with like some sizzle, but still smooth. I don't know how or why it sounds like that, but it does. It just sounds like a real polished professional amp, which is basically what it is. You know, it wasn't exactly cheap, and you get your money's worth. But the Peavey and the Jet City are no slouches either. You know, the 5150/6505 channel, you know, was it's
a thick boy. You know what? It's got a lot of junk in the trunk.
As you could hear from the mix, it was a little too much. You know, all that low end kind of almost makes it sound small in the mix, just because it has so much energy and volume in the low end that none of the other frequencies can cut through as much. So I prefer the 6505 plus/5152 setting for that amp, which is normally how I run it. You know, the OG preamp channel is just so ridiculous with the low end. Sounds great when you're playing by yourself. You know, you just want to chug on it all day long. But you know, in a full like band context, it's not the best. And you know what? It shows that the evolution of the amp. With the designers and Eddie Van Halen, they knew what they were doing. You know, they refined the sound over time. The green channel surprised me a lot, actually. And again, it sounded kind of similar to the Phantom, which makes sense. It's supposed to sound a little martially. The Phantom is supposed to be like a really, really angry JCM 800 on steroids. So kind of makes sense. The green channel, even though the light's blue, probably needs a boost or something. It doesn't have quite enough gain. It needs a little more saturation. But the low end was pretty tight. I like the crunchy vibe going on, and overall, kind of an underrated channel. I didn't think to use that much, but I might actually like that more than the 6505 Plus channel, believe it or not. I really enjoyed the way that sounded. I'll have to try it with a boost at some point soon. Now, the Jet City. What is there to say? It's designed by Soldano. It's the Soldano preamp circuit. It's, you know, it's like a baby, you know, more affordable version of a Soldano hot rod. What else is there to say? You get that classic sound. In my opinion, personal taste, not my favorite for metal. It's a very slow and smooth amp. You know, it kind of reacts to your playing, but not very quickly. So you don't really get that super tight, percussive, fast reacting low end that I look for in an amp. But you know, things like doom, sludgy stuff, obviously do classic rock, 80s shred, pretty much everything that you could want it to do, it will do just fine. Still totally works for metal. Obviously Zachy from Avenged Sevenfold, he uses that amp. Just throw a little boosty boy in front of it and you're good to go. Just me personally, I don't like the way tube screamers sound in front of amps. But as far as tonal characteristics, the low end was a little boomy for my taste, but again, that's part of the sound. The mids are
thick.
Nothing else to say about that. It's just
thick.
The top end, kind of grindy, but rolled off, so not as much like the high sizzle that I enjoy out of an amp. Could use a little more than that. It's a dark sounding amp. So if that's what you're looking for, great. Go get yourself a Jet City. You want something brighter? Maybe look for something else. If you take the presence and treble up past where I had them set to, it starts to get a little hairy. But you know what? Different people have different setups, personal preference, personal taste. Go ahead and try one out. But yeah, overall, all three of these amps are fantastic. You really can't go wrong with any of them. I just think it's funny how I unconsciously picked 3 different amps you know, different manufacturers, different processes and styles to kind of, they all sound similar, which is kind of funny. I guess it just really proves I like what I like and I just go after a certain sound. Cool. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions, what you heard. Do you think the 5150 and 6505 are different amps? I can tell you they're not. Let's fight about it in the comments down below. Same with the 5150 and 6505 plus. Anyway, if you need anything mixed or mastered by me, hit me up at my website and email address, ldkaudio.com, and luke at ldkaudio.com. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you can see the next video I upload in about a year's time, because that's just the kind of schedule we work with on this channel, you know? I'm a really busy guy. I'm not that busy. Anyway, I will see you guys next time.